Hello and welcome to the Folio Society reviews. Here I have Rubaiyat of Omar Khayyám, written in the 12th century, originally in Persian, and translated by Edward FitzGerald in the 1800. And I will of course start off by showing the slipcase. To get this massive illustration by Nirot Pipat, beautiful colors and extremely detailed. Nirot's illustrations in this edition is quite outstanding, as you probably can tell from the slipcase. And as you can see, this illustration is glued on the metallic gold slipcase. But otherwise it's just a regular slipcase. But here we have the very fine book. It's quarter-bound in Nigerian goatskin. And with the crushed silk sides. And I hope you can tell that the silk changed colors from purple to a greenish note. And this book feels very luxurious holding. It's very lightweight, but it's balanced very nice when you hold it. And here is the spine. The type lettering and the typography was made by Jed Palmer, and the lettering is of course stamped in gold. The goatskin is very smooth, has a very nice dark blue color. It looks very nice with the purpled crushed silk. And this edition was of course heavily inspired by the popularity of the 2009 limited edition of Rubaiyat of Omar Khayyám. The top of the page is also gilded. But I think this is definitely my finest non-limited edition, but now it's time to continue inside. The end papers are metallic gold, just like the slipcase. And here we have the first illustration by Nirot, and all of the illustration in this edition are the exact same as the ones in the limited edition from 2009, but this folio edition was published in 2012. It's introduced by A.S. Byatt and of course translated into English by Edward FitzGerald and illustrated by Nirot Pipat. And here it says Rubaiyat of Omar Khayyám, the astronomer poet of Persia. And it's quite important to know that the text in this edition was from the first edition that FitzGerald translated. And this book is set in Van Dyck, and it's printed and bound in Germany. And as you can see here, they describe the silk sides as Vendome cloth sides. And here are the contents. And I forgot to mention that the book is printed on old mill stucco paper, which I will talk about soon. And here is the introduction. And the introduction is 8 pages long. And then there is some information about Omar Khayyám, and this is written by Edward FitzGerald. The book has 15 illustrations plus the frontispiece and 5 small line drawings as well. And you will get an illustration to every single page when the Rubaiyat starts, which is awesome. And on every single page you will get 4 quatrains, as you can see. And the pages are not numbered. But let's talk about the paper before we move on to the illustrations. The paper is very thick compared to every wove paper. It has this almost sticky feeling that Modigliani paper has, but the finish is not quite the same. It is a bit rough, but it's still very nice to handle. And both the printing of the letters and the illustrations look very nice on the paper. The size of the text is very big and it matches the size of the book. I'm always a big fan of high quality paper, and I'm happy that Folio Society decided to pick this paper for this edition. But now I will let you enjoy the absolutely gorgeous illustrations from Nirot. Enjoy! I have no idea if I managed to capture the vivid colors from these illustrations. And these illustrations could very well be my favorite of any Folio Society book I own. And at the end you get the original notes from Edward FitzGerald. And the book is 69 pages long, and the end papers at the back are metallic gold as well. And here is the Smithsonian binding, and this book is of course printed on acid-free neutral paper, and it can be a bit hard to tell, I guess, but the headband is gold as well, matching the gilded paper, and the book's spine is very rounded. And here is the top of the book. And the book opens up quite well. I guess I could break the book in more, but it's quite fine as it is. And that was all I got to say about this wonderful edition. Hope Fiery Lunar, one of my most active subscribers, is happy with this review, because I know you wanted to see this book. But if you want to see more Folio Society reviews in the future, then make sure to subscribe. And if you want to support this channel, then you can go to my Patreon page. The link is in the description, or it's showing right here. And if you have any questions about the edition I showed you today, or any other edition in my collection, make sure to leave a comment and I will answer it as quickly as I can. But other than that, I want to thank you so much for watching, and I will see you all next time. Goodbye.